It's December. Suddenly, you have a dozen gifts to buy. Family, friends, coworkers, teachers. The mall is packed. Your credit card is about to get quite a workout, and you're asking yourself, how did I let this happen again? The problem isn't gift giving. The problem is the disconnect between our good intentions, showing appreciation for others, and our execution, last-minute spending, and financial strain. Gift-giving dates back to the earliest human societies. Anthropologists tell us it wasn't just about the objects exchanged. Gift-giving created social bonds and solidified community ties through giving and receiving. Today, we still give gifts to strengthen relationships and show how much we care. But something has shifted. What should be a meaningful gesture has become, for many, a source of financial stress and obligation. To build better gift-giving habits, we first need to understand why this practice creates such financial pressure. The answer lies in the psychology of gifting, specifically in 3 fundamental misconceptions. First, we tend to equate monetary value with emotional meaning. A $50 gift must show more appreciation than a $20 gift, right? This assumption leads to overspending, especially when we're unsure about what someone would truly value. Second, we fall into patterns of reciprocal obligation. If someone gives you a $100 gift, you feel compelled to respond in kind. This creates an unsustainable cycle where gift values spiral upward, divorced from both meaning and financial reality. Third, we overestimate how much others expect from us. When you give someone a gift, they usually value thoughtfulness over monetary worth. That $5 book that perfectly matches someone's interests will mean more than a $50 generic gift card. These psychological factors intersect with practical challenges. When we're busy with work and daily responsibilities, gift giving becomes reactive rather than intentional. We wait until the last minute, then spend more than we should because we're out of time and options. Understanding these patterns is the first step toward changing them. Gift giving shouldn't derail your financial planning. It should be integrated into it. Now would be a good time to revisit our lesson about budgeting. If you left out presents, let's go back and fix that. Some gifts are predictable: birthdays, holidays, anniversaries. Others catch us by surprise: housewarmings, baby showers, retirement parties. A thoughtful gift strategy accounts for both. Start by listing every gift you expect to give this year. For each person, set a realistic spending limit. Add these numbers together. This is your annual gift budget. Divide by 12. That's how much you should set aside monthly for gifts. But what about those unexpected occasions? Add a 20% buffer to your monthly gift savings. This creates an emergency gift fund, money specifically earmarked for surprise celebrations. When a colleague announces their engagement or a friend buys their first home, you're prepared. This approach transforms gift giving from a series of financial shocks into a planned expense. You're no longer choosing between thoughtfulness and financial responsibility. You can achieve both. Timing is critical in gift giving. The same item might cost twice as much in December as it does in July. This isn't just about getting lucky finding something on sale. It's about having the time and mental space to make thoughtful choices. Consider creating a gift inventory. When you spot the perfect item for someone at a good price, buy it, even if their birthday is months away. Store it with a note about its intended recipient. This strategy serves 2 purposes. You're buying when prices are lower, and you're selecting gifts based on genuine inspiration rather than deadline pressure. Many items follow predictable price cycles. Board games are cheapest in January and February. Small appliances see deep discounts in May. Winter clothing costs less in March. By understanding these patterns, you can maintain quality while reducing cost. What happens when we ignore timing? Last-minute shopping forces us to choose from whatever's available at whatever price, often with rushed shipping costs. The result? We spend more and give less meaningful gifts. Sometimes the perfect gifts exceed one person's budget. This is where collaborative gifting comes in. Instead of 5 people each giving 5 moderate gifts, they might pool resources for one significant gift. Group gifting requires coordination. Establish clear expectations about contribution amounts. Select a coordinator who can collect funds and make the purchase. It's simpler now that we can do this digitally, but clear communication remains essential. For larger groups, structured gift exchanges offer an alternative. Secret Santa and White Elephant exchanges set clear expectations with rules, one gift per person with a defined price range. These new gift traditions maintain the joy of giving while controlling costs. Often, the most memorable gifts aren't things at all. Consider experiences, a cooking class, concert tickets, or a museum membership. These gifts create memories without adding to physical clutter. Time can be more valuable than any purchased gift. Offering your expertise, whether that's helping someone organize their home, teaching them a skill, or providing childcare, shows genuine investment in their life. Similarly, even the simplest handmade present, homemade secret recipe cookies, a card you drew yourself, these include an ingredient you can't buy in any store, the gift of your time. Each of these alternatives shifts the focus from money to meaning. They demonstrate that thoughtful giving doesn't require excessive spending. For this to work, it does depend on how well you know the giftee. If this is a more distant acquaintance or business associate, it doesn't make sense to be knitting them a sweater. But believe your grandmama when she says she really doesn't need anything. She doesn't want another knickknack. She wants you to come over and digitize all her family photos. The most meaningful gift we've received has been the support of our patrons on Patreon. They make videos like this possible. We're happy to announce a new feature that lets you give Patreon memberships as gifts. Thank you for considering including Socratica in your gift budget. Now, to the nuts and bolts, the mechanics of thoughtful gifting. First, wish lists. Some consider them impersonal, but they serve an important purpose. A well-maintained wish list isn't just a shopping list. It's a tool for communicating preferences and avoiding duplicate gifts. The key is keeping lists current and specific. Include various price points. Note sizes, colors, or other relevant details. Many online retailers offer wish list features that automatically update when items are purchased. But what about setting boundaries? When family members or friends consistently overspend, it creates pressure to reciprocate. There's no way around this. You have to address this directly. I value our relationship, not the cost of our gifts. Let's agree on a reasonable limit. Teaching children about meaningful giving deserves special attention. Help them understand that gifts express appreciation, not obligation. Pick a reasonable price limit and guide them in selecting or making thoughtful presents. Consider the life cycle of a gift. Where will it live in the recipient's home? Will it be used regularly? What happens when it's no longer needed? Consumable gifts offer an elegant solution. High-quality food items, specialty coffee, handmade soaps. These gifts can be enjoyed without creating lasting clutter. They're particularly appropriate when giving to someone who's downsizing or living in a small space. Digital gifts follow similar principles. Ebooks, streaming subscriptions, or online courses provide value without physical presence. They're also environmentally conscious, eliminating shipping and packaging waste. When selecting physical gifts, prioritize durability over quantity. One well-made item that serves a clear purpose will provide more value than several less thoughtful purchases. Major life events often create the most pressure around gifting. Weddings, graduations, milestone birthdays, these occasions seem to demand significant spending, but they also offer opportunities to establish sustainable traditions. Wedding gifts, for example. Instead of purchasing multiple items for engagement parties, bridal showers, and weddings, plan one meaningful contribution. Does this mean giving up holiday traditions? When families switch to Secret Santa or start making gifts by hand, they often discover something surprising. The holidays become more meaningful, not less. And their bank accounts stay healthier too. Just remember to ease into these changes. No one likes sudden shifts in holiday plans. Every family and community has its own gift-giving customs. You might have relatives who insist on lavish presents, or friends whose culture places deep meaning in certain types of gifts. Respect these traditions, but don't let them push you beyond your budget. The best gift givers aren't those who spend the most. They're the ones who pay attention throughout the year, who understand what others truly value, and who give from a place of genuine appreciation rather than obligation. Thoughtful gifting requires planning, but it doesn't have to be complicated. Start with your annual budget. Create your gift inventory system. Set clear boundaries. Choose meaningful alternatives to expensive purchases. Remember, gifts are meant to strengthen relationships, not strain them. When your giving aligns with both your values and your financial goals, you've found the right balance. That's smart money. Just one more thing. If you want to #learn more about $finance, you can find extras on our website, Socratica.com. Quizzes, bonus materials, other helpful things.